Welcome to Violin Adventures number 147. This video is going to be sights and sounds of the violin shop, from working on a little peg to drilling holes in a bass to carving the cello to setting a bass bar. Just a little bit here and there and everywhere. So I hope you can sit back and enjoy. Okay, we'll start off with this violin that has a buzz. Yeah, okay, it has quite a buzz here. So I'm just checking the tuner, and it might just be the tuner. Let's try again. Okay, I think we found the buzz. It was just a tuner. Well, that was easy. Sometimes they're not so easy. Okay, this is the drawer of all the tools I use in setup. We have to do something about this because it takes too long. I want to be able to grab my tools and get to work. So here we go. Okay, to this, where I just had some extra foam laying around, so with a hot knife I melted holes for all of these things, and now of course I don't like the white, so let's do something about that. Okay, that's better. It's just a quick fix, but boy, this'll save me a lot of time. Okay, we're working on our violin from Virginia. We're working on the Maggini 1800s copy, and we're going to take out the bass bar. Okay, that's getting a little better tone here. This is getting more exciting. The violin is starting to wake up. Now, just took a little bit out there, and it makes all the difference in the world. So we're going to scrape it smooth. I'm looking at some nice old aged wood, aged spruce here, looking for a good sound post. I want some tight grain and great tone. I think this piece is left over from another one that I did. Let's try this one. Okay, I worked a bit on the top of this violin to get the tone to come out clearer. Anyway, it has more volume. It's still a little bit dull, but it does have more volume. So now, just fitting a bass bar. And this piece of wood has been split from a beautiful piece of spruce and has a nice tight grain, carries the tone really well. So I'm hoping this is going to help the top plate wake up even more. So here, so we're going to glue this bass bar in. Well, there's our bass bar, and we'll let that sit for 24 hours. And in the meantime, we're going to go work on one of the basses. At the bass station, we need to open this hole a bit. The bass bar is all in and the tone is good. We've got nice strong tone coming through now, and that should wake up the top plate. Okay, we've got our Virginia violin here, the Magini copy. With the new bass bar, and I hope you can hear a difference in the tone. It's much louder now. The next thing we need to do before we close it up is I'm going to see if I can get the neck out. Okay, we've got the neck separated, and we're going to go ahead and get this ready to close up. And our whole aim is to improve the tone and make this instrument come alive. So all of these are steps toward that goal. Okay, what appear to be cracks here on the outside seem to be pretty stable. They don't seem to be opening up, and they didn't seem to go all the way through. And now that we've moved the bass bar, whatever stress might have been there, I think it will be okay. I might put just a little tiny support right here on the tip of the sound hole, and just so that we can be rest assured that those cracks won't reopen again. Rehairing the bows. This is probably the most exciting part of rehairing a bow, is just combing out the hair. Ah, it's always a nice relief when you get a nice, beautiful ribbon of hair. Okay, we have this large base, and here on the ribs it was banged in, and I've been working on pulling this out. This was pushed all the way in, so I've pulled it out even. And what we're going to do now is get the glue in here and see if we can clamp this up. Okay, we've got a package here, and this one is coming from New York. Okay, here's a poor violin that desperately needed to go to the violin hospital. Wow. And I see that the back had come apart and somebody glued it. Okay, there's the body. And here's our neck and scroll. Okay, we'll see what we can do with this. So here's a violin in intensive care in the violin shop. We're going to put all these parts in a box so that they're safe. Okay, here we got our special box, and I'm going to label this box the New York violin, and we'll put all of this in here: the strings, the chin rest, the pegs, bridge. Okay, we'll hope to get this started shortly. Now in this box, end pin. We've got a nice big end pin so we can start work on the bases. Well, here we are. We didn't quite finish our cello topped, our cello back, because this is Thursday. We have one more day of work, but my dad and I are going to go take a day trip. It's our one chance to take a day off before school starts, and the schedule will just be really full. So we're just a few millimeters off. We're getting so close. I don't know if you can hear that. It definitely is still too thick, so it doesn't have a clear tone completely, but it is very lively. And you just touch the plate and you feel the vibrations. So this is exciting because it's going to be such a lively cello back. But now we're off to our trip. We just got back from Maysville, which is northern Kentucky, just on the border of Ohio, and we just have the Ohio River separating us from Ohio. And there's a town there that has been there since the 1700s. And it's a beautiful little town. And in that town is a museum which houses a miniature museum with just beautiful, gorgeous little miniatures. In there is a violin that somebody turned into a workshop, and that is what I went to see it for. But the rest of the miniatures are so beautiful. But since our video is so long already, I'll just show you the violin miniature. And if you'd like to see more, leave it in the comments and I can include more miniatures in the next episode. So Lafayette met here on this street with a captain in the Revolutionary War. And here is the museum.
Hi, everybody. I'm Freddie. And remember me? I have my section of the video, and 3 of my friends sent in their projects that they're working on. So thank you for sending in your projects. The first one is Mrs. Jacobson, and she made some people just like me. Wow.
Faye Jacobson says, "Meet Tommy and meet Molly. They are not perfect, but she thinks they are cute. The eyes are off of one of my dresses." She also says that making the puppets, the girl puppet, was a lot harder, but it was interesting. And she made the pattern by tracing her hand and then drawing the shape around it because she couldn't find a pattern to copy. Well, you did a great job, Faye.
And the next project is a big project from Mr. Thomas Pinch. And I'll let my boss read about it because I can't read yet. So here's his project. Wow.
Mr. Thomas Pinch is sending us an update on his lovely musical box. This picture shows the front after a few minutes work with a damp tea towel and a moderate iron. The top third or so of the front was absolutely peppered with wormholes. But he noted it was interesting that there is very little damage further down. The front is made up of 3-edged jointed boards, and it seems only the top one was affected. Maybe the thin glue joint between the boards was enough to discourage the worm from exploring southwards, but you would think that the worm would find the animal glue quite tasty, and I agree. The next photo shows the new walnut veneer in place. He had enough material to make a book-matched joint. The next photo shows the completed repairs to the exterior of the case. It was not perfect by any means, but he's happy just that it looks a whole lot better than it did. The last photo shows the mechanism out of its case, fingers crossed that all this will only require a thorough cleaning and some adjustment. As you can see, it's filthy dirty, he says, but the combs are in good order and the star wheels and dampers seem okay as well. He's hoping next time to show us the box finished and even a short video, but it may be some time off as he is very busy. Thank you, Thomas Pinch.
And the next project is my grandpa, and he's working on something too. Wow.
Hello everybody, this is my project, studying the book of Revelation, and we're looking at chapter 22 that lists all the stones in the New Jerusalem. So we have all the stones here in glass, and the first one is jasper, sapphire, chalcedony, emerald, sardonyx, sardius, chrysolite, beryl, topaz, chrysoprase, jacinth, and amethyst.
Well, thank you everyone for turning in your projects so I can put them on my part of the video. Thank you so much. And if you have more projects, please send them to me. Okay, bye.
Bitchu b'Hashem adei ad ki b'yah Hashem tzur ulamim. Trust in the Lord forever. For, or because, in God, in Hashem, or the Lord, is everlasting strength, is what's translated, but this word sur is literally rock. So he's our everlasting rock or fortress. Ah, here we are. The sun is just beginning to set. A beautiful day. Let's go in and see what's happening in the shop. So here we are in the shop. Our cello back is almost done and I'm getting so excited to get the next part going. Here's one of the 3 basses, and this one is on the operating table because it had a rib that was badly damaged. And here's our Virginia Mangini copy, and this violin, the top is ready to go. And so the next thing we need to do is put the top on so that we can set the neck, and there's the neck. And over here in our intensive care unit is our special violin from New York, and it doesn't even have an upper block. So this poor thing with lots of cracks on the top, it's going to need a lot of help. And here's our rehairing station, which was busy this week. Well, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all of you commenting in the comment section, and thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you to the new subscribers, and until next time, God bless you. Bye.